Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to FS 2024. Not really the welcome you were probably expecting, not really the launch I was expecting or any of us were really expecting. I haven't touched the sim aside from getting some basic controls mapped or anything. I've not flown anything in the sim, that's why we're sitting on the main menu right now. Before we get into the sim, I do want to talk about some of the stuff that went on with the launch. Obviously, if you're at all remotely interested, you know just what's going on, but just in case you don't, this is an effective timeline and a few bits and bobs of what happened. If you want to skip past this, go ahead and cut to this timestamp. I'll put a timestamp in there to skip ahead to. So this is all these timestamps are in my local time, GMT +6 Central Standard Time in the United States. 11/19/24, that is today at 10 a.m. conveniently right when the sim launches. Excuse me. Right when the sim launches, an outage is reported exclusively for Flight Simulator 2024. Now, we can only speculate because we're not Microsoft employees. We're not, Microsoft back-end guys. But to me, it seems that they were underprepared or unprepared for the amount of attention this game would garnish. I know it's excuse me. I know it's impossible to. I'm also super sick, by the way. That's why. That's why I sound like death. But I know it's impossible to gauge initial interest on day one. But you had pre-orders. You could gauge by the number of pre-orders and then double that number. You put the game on Game Pass. Shouldn't that instantaneously mean that a bunch of people are going to try it out on day one? PC and Xbox combined. I went through in a different short video. You can check that out if you're more interested in some of the flight sim flubs. Like just some of the bugs that exist in the sim for those that were fortunate enough to get in. I myself, I was getting ready, ironically enough, that's why I have all of these tabs open. We're not going to go through all of them. I was getting ready to just put out a video explaining what I'm kind of going over now in more detail. But it's a mess. There's terrible bugs in the game, like not even like beta, alpha even, acceptable bugs in this released game that people paid between $70 US all the way up to, what, $260 for the limited collector's edition. It's so bad on the Flight Simulator forum. They have this banner here stuck at the top of every single page. I can open, I don't know, just 3 things at random. Just open those 3 tabs. Boom, there it is. Boom, there it is. And this is a calendar, so that doesn't count. We'll click on this one. Boom, there it is. Okay? You get my point. And I understand things happen, but it's so hard to be forgiven or forgiving on, again, a company as big as Microsoft. It doesn't make sense. I mean, so these are just some of the hot topics on the forum. Aside from the 2 pinned ones, almost everything is negative feedback about the game. Stuck in queue to load. Real airline companies ran businesses like this. Would you fly? Does FS24 actually work for anyone? Launch is abysmal. Not ready for release. Stutters on approach. Peripherals not intuitive at all. Slow initial load. I could go on and on and on and on and on. You get the point. So it's not just me upset about this, and a lot of these folks can't even get in. Like this guy here, does it work? Where did he go? Actually work for anyone? I mean, yeah. I was going to talk about how poorly their reservation for the limited collector's edition went. But again, and here are your prices. So the base game is $70 all the way up to $200 plus for the Aviator edition, which is what we have today. And then if you bought the limited collector's edition, that's $260 for something you can't access on day one. There was no preloading, which I think would have taken a lot of the initial load off of servers because they forced everyone to, at the same time, hop onto their computers, do like what I did, come home from work over a lunch break or come home early, install the game and try to start playing all at the same time. And again, if Microsoft servers were up to scratch and actually doing that, cool, that would make sense. But they obviously aren't. Don't understand how that's possible in 2024. But anyway, that's enough of me griping. Let's get to the sim. Okay, so griping aside, let's get excited, let's get hyped. New sims here, right? Like I said before, I've done enough peripheral setup for what I need to do to get going here. We'll hop into a free flight. Another issue people were having, and that was the issue I actually had, I was able to get into the sim earlier on, but I only had the carbon cup. So now you can see we've got a huge swath of aircraft. I'm not going to go through every single one, but it looks like what I need is, for the most part, here. Funny enough, I didn't actually see the carbon cup. I see the got friends, and I see the whatever. Doesn't matter. So we're gonna start with something simple and work our way up from there. This is just going to be an overview of the sim. We're not going to be deep diving into any particular aircraft today. That will be for a series of later videos, just like we did when 2020. There it is. That's all I had, my entire library. So I think we'll just go with the default 172. That's usually what I start with in all of my sim videos, and as we always start all my sim videos with, we will go over to field. So I will catch up with you guys then. See you shortly. All right, so let's hop into the free flight menu. I'm going to do this all in real time here so you guys can see how long loading and all of that stuff takes. Got off to a great start. Hopefully it improves a little bit here. So we'll set that as a departure. We're going to take up the Skyhawk as we always do in our first flight at Boeing, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Let's see. Loading in. That's got to change. Okay, it did. Okay. So we're in the sim. Don't know why that 7.3 Max has hyper reflective tape and what I'm assuming are supposed to be chrome surfaces. Let's change the time of day to daytime. Can I do that? Thank you. Let's go ahead and scroll up. Get some daytime action. So we kind of want to see what the heck we're doing. Okay, I scrolled too far. I didn't scroll far enough. Lima Charlie. Alright, so here we are in our 172. Dang, look at my shadow. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. Yeah. Alright, maybe we should have just left walking out of this. So we'll do our quick pre-flight here. It's obviously going to be really abbreviated because I guarantee you stuff like sumping tanks isn't going to exist. The 3 covers we did: the engine cowl to keep birds out, the static port, as well as the pitot tube. We will the cockpit here real quick. Turn on the main battery. Flaps. And do a walk around, make sure all of our external lights are working. We've got landing and taxi lights operative. When I was doing this in the real world, I would actually I'd start here. Start with pitot heat on, so you turn on pitot heat. We didn't do that inside, but check for warmth. Go back into the cockpit, turn off pitot heat. Then I'd make my way down to the flap here. Just check that it's in good shape, not loose or anything. Check the jack screw there to make sure it's not elongated. Post sumping, so you've got a sump here. I think there's, what is there? is there 3 or 4 on the 172? So you have at least 1 on each wing, possibly 2, and then a 3rd sump down, yeah. So you'd sump all the tanks, come out to the wingtip. Is that on? I guess that's on. Okay. Yeah, it's on. They're just horrifically dim. They get better when you get further away? No, they get worse. Okay. Not looking great so far, Sobo. Check our aileron. Free and correct. Good. I don't know what the hell else it wants me to do. It's fine on my screen, so. Full range of motion. Come back and check. All of our doors and hatches are closed. We left that open, but it's shut now. Got a beacon up top. Got a nav light in the rear. Rudder doesn't seem to move. Elevators are free and correct. Looking for any damage, anything obvious. Back down this way. Check the left-hand flap. Make sure that the jack screw is in good shape, which it is. Back out to this corner. Check our aileron on the starboard side. Check our lighting. I'm going to assume that's on. I know I flipped the nav light switch. Check our leading edge for any excessive damage, any sort of blockages, mud daubers, any of that crap. Leading edge fairing there. I don't know. What am I checking? The struts? Okay. Yep. There's a strut there. You want me to check this strut too? No. No. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Fair. Fair. Good extension. Do we got good extension on the nose gear strut? Well, you're not letting me walk back under the wings, so I guess we won't know. There we go. Yeah, that looks fine. Nose gear strut's good. Check our prop for any nicks or dings. That looks good. No obstructions in the engine. I already did that. And leading edge here, which we probably would have looked at before. Also good. And we'll check over the right strut and hop in the cockpit. Alright, in the aircraft now, I'm going to go ahead and open our hamburger window. We will retract the flaps. Excuse me, shut off the master. I'm sorry. In what world should the default B key be increased flaps? What are you doing? Get out of here. Get out of here. No shot. Set Allen Terminator's the comma key? Bro. It's been B since like FS22024. Get out of here. There we go. Alright, so let's run through our pre-flight. Let's go ahead and run the elevator trim to the takeoff position. I do like to roll just a little bit nose high. Fuel shutoff is on. It should have been off already, or should have been pulled out like that, but okay, it's in. Good mixture. Do we have oh my god, we do have working circuit breakers finally integrated. That's cool to see. Take a quick view around the inside of the cabin here, and not a whole lot to see since it is just a little 172. Alright, master's coming back on, as well as the standby battery. Beacon and nav's on. Fuel pump. I'm assuming this is going to be a 172 SP, so we're going to assume it's fuel injected. So we don't need to start and then roll in the mixture. We can just start with mixture in. Gonna check outside the prop arc. Looks like we are clear to start. Let's go ahead and clear prop. Much more realistic startup too. Okay, right mouse soft key doesn't work on the G1000. Looks like the G1000 had a little bit of a significant touch-up. It almost looks more like the G1000 or the XP1000 in X-Plane 12. I like it. It looks good. Let's test, is this still our default ATC comms? Of course it's not, because we need to change our frickin' niner. And we're going to do a straight out departure today.
Boeing ground 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo with Quebec request taxi for takeoff departing straight out.
Fuck that up.
8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo taxi to and hold short of runway tree 2 left using taxiway Alpha Alpha 11 cross runway tree 2 left Bravo Niner Bravo Bravo 10. Contact tower on 118 decimal tree when ready.
Alright, 118.3.
Taxi to and hold short runway tree 2 left using taxiway Alpha Alpha 11 cross runway tree 2 left Bravo Niner Bravo Bravo 108 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo.
And I will say the Azure voices do sound better than the previous sim. They're still not great, but I you know what, they're okay. They're okay. All right. Anything else I need to do? Yeah, let's go ahead and set up our here. So we're gonna do. So we're taking off. Thank you. Oh my God, they're still requesting pushback via the. So for those of you who don't know, you do at larger airports have to request ground pushback from ground control, but it's not done in this way. Usually there's a separate ground controller, separate from like ground ops, like airplanes moving around, who controls like certain alleyways. I'm nitpicking, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, so we were setting up our flight today. So we're going 320 on the heading. And I'm going to do a flight level change of
Boeing ground FlexJet 659er requesting the end of pushback.
74 knots.
Request to end pushback received.
Please. Don't make me go one by one. There we go. Yeah, I missed it.
Boeing ground FlexJet 659er with Quebec.
We'll pitch for 80 knots, 80 knots. So 80 knots, flight level change, 080 up to 5,500. We've got our taxi clearance. Let's go. Park brake off.
Taxiing hold short runway 14 right via taxiway Bravo Bravo 10.
Have to adjust that
32 left Alpha cross runway.
zoom rate. It's pretty abysmal right now.
Bravo Bravo 6 Bravo Bravo 6 Bravo Bravo 1 FlexJet 659er.
FlexJet 659er hold position caution other traffic.
I made one small mistake. Stand by. There was something I didn't do in the pre-flight because I'm a rookie. I'm just gonna. Yep. Did you see it?
Hold position FlexJet 659er.
Did you see it? Do I have to do both of them? Nope, just the one side. Okay. And that's somewhat realistic. We very seldom chalk both of our wheels on the 172. Okay. Now we should be good to roll. A little bit over 1,000 to get us moving. And come back to 1,000. Is it a Beach 1900? 2 of them. Super Tucano, or that's actually probably a PC. AT6 Harvard.
Generic 6 Mike Echo, hold position, caution, other traffic.
I will say initial feelings on the aircraft. I like how this 172 handles compared to the other 172s in flight sim. It feels accurate. You can get a little more sense of weight. Oh, boo! Oh, hold on. Preemptive booze. Okay, well that's it. We get up or down. Okay, well you know what? For a default airplane, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. Pretty laggy on the G1000 down there. Not sure if you can see that stuttering.
Generic 0 Delta Sierra, hold position, caution, other traffic.
But it's pretty bad. Hopefully that gets smoothed out over time here.
Generic 0 Delta Sierra.
Is that an Embraer? Yeah, little baby ERG over there. Looks like they've put in some different traffic, but you still have the generic looking stuff like that, whatever that wannabe Saab aircraft over there is. We'll have to play with that EFB over there in a little bit too. See, is N still my change view? Nope, I have no idea how to change cockpit view. Is it V for view? Nope. Is it C for nope? Okay, well, hey, you know what? It's fine. I like flying on the inside anyway.
Generic 0 Delta Sierra, hold position, caution, the Cessna Skyhawk on the taxiway.
That's me.
Generic 0 Delta Sierra, hold position, caution, other traffic.
Yeah, a lot more generic. Generic PC-12. Swearingers, Aero Commanders, you name it.
Hold position, generic 0 Delta Sierra.
I probably should not have set my transponder to altitude repeating this early on. We'll say at least that sensitivity is way too high. Super low. It's like some shit out of the Poltergeist. I think traffic matching needs to happen. Also, I notice on these Super Texans, or Texan 2s rather, going off the runway.
Generic 0 Delta Sierra, continue taxi.
On the Texan 2s, it looks like their props are spinning when you're far away, and then when you get close, they
hold position, caution, other traffic.
stop. All right, I gotta look for hold shorts. I think it's right here.
Generic 0 Delta Sierra.
Go ahead and try and fan into the wind here.
10 Zulu, hold position, caution, other traffic.
Hold position, generic 9er.
Okay, my brakes are completely failing me. It's completely failed me. Okay, we'll just...
Hold position 10 Zulu.
Alright, we'll just... It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. This is the ABS training model of the 172. You see how my I'm holding my foot brake down right now? Do you see how it's just kind of dancing? Not really sure what to do about that. Anyway, like I was saying before, go ahead and fan out here into the wind a little bit. It's good enough. It's not really, but we'll take it. Alright, park brake. Alright, let's do the run up. So we're looking for 1800 on the tack. I like how you do have a little bit of added shake, rattle, and roll. That's nice. Alright, mag check. Good drop. Way, way better than in the previous sim.
6 Mike Echo.
Love that. That's so much better. So much better. Hey, let's call up the tower.
Boeing Tower 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo ready for straight out departure at runway tree 2 left. 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo altimeter 29.91 departing straight out approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 2 left.
Alright, click for takeoff, 3 2 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 2 left 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo.
What did I just do? Why do I not have a COM 2? Did I pull a circuit breaker? I did. Hopefully that comes back.
Boeing Tower generic November 786, Sierra Alpha, 700 feet to land.
Generic November 786 Sierra Alpha Boeing Tower. Altimeter 29.91 make left traffic runway 14 right.
Overall, I think the runway looks okay. Now, granted, this is not one of the handcrafted airports, if you will. Alright, for the first time in Flight Sim 2024, let's go fly. And I do apologize, I don't really want to be, you know, a complaining Carol here about this whole situation, but it really, really does need to be said that,
Generic 6 Sierra Alpha, did you hear my last transmission?
no, what did you say?
Boeing Tower 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo 100 feet to land. 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo
Let's
Boeing Tower. Altimeter
cancel that.
29.91 enter left downwind runway 14 right. Make left traffic runway 14 right 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo.
I'm gonna cancel landing intention.
Boeing Tower 8 HR
Look at the 7-3.
Hotel Romeo cancel landing intention is received.
Oh, we got stepped on the same frequency. That's interesting.
Seattle approach 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo is type Cessna Skyhawk 1 miles northwest of Boeing 1,100 feet. Request flight following. 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo Seattle approach. Squawk 0162. Squawk 01628 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo. 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo radar contact 1 miles east of Kilo 1 X-ray Quebec Delta 1,600 feet. Altimeter 29.91. Roger 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo.
Yeah, alright, well, we're just gonna stick inside for this one. Let's take a look at some of the scenery. Oh, no. Don't worry, guys. We're going to stream you real-time data, and it's going to look great. This looks worse than FS22024. What is going on? Again, we're having issues with the servers being down. They just make sure they're still down. They are still down. Just to prove I'm not lying, I still have the page. So, they're still working on it. So, we'll reluctantly give them the benefit of the doubt here. That's definitely going to need work. And I guess it's worth noting, you know, FS 2020 launched like a pile of hot garbage, right? So I suppose it's somewhat fair that we... No, you know what? No, it's not. Because Microsoft is a incredibly large company. I was going to say it's fair we give them a little benefit of the doubt. No, that's okay. We had years to do this. You had millions, I would imagine, of dollars to support it. I don't blame any of the team members in particular. None of the folks, you know, actually working directly on the project. I think I blame all of the management who made the choice to push this out, because what would it have taken to delay this until 2025? Make sure it was really, really ready for the masses. Make sure it was really, really ready. You changed the name title from Flight Simulator 2024 to Flight Simulator 2025. No one knows the difference. No one's upset that we don't have, I don't know. I don't know. How far is it to Painfield? Way too far. We're going to go to Renton instead. Okay, let's try 120 for a heading. I don't know, it seems to like come and go my ability to use my mouse to move around the screen. I don't know what the hell that's about. And then, yeah, and then like I'm not moving it now. Like I'm not even touching my mouse right now. Now I'm touching it. Alright, I see Renton. Let's call up, actually we'll cancel our flight following.
Seattle approach 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo cancel flight following. 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo Seattle approach cancellation received. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. Cumber Harbor Air Hospital. How about there it is. Renton Municipal 121.6. Do one touch and go, and then we'll come in for a full stop.
Renton Tower 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo is 8 miles northwest 5,400 feet with Charlie touch and go. Niner 1 fly straight in runway 16. Fly straight in runway 168 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo.
So we'll just do a vertical speed of 500 feet. All right, landing lights back on. We can probably do without the fuel pump. I'll need that for takeoff, landing. actually probably accelerate that rate of descent as well. Try to get that VVI somewhat more in line. Although at 2 frames per second that it's running at, I don't know if we can. Yeah, that those textures, that's always really been the weak point of Flight Simulator. 2020 and now 24 is just ground textures. I'm hoping they improve as time goes on and their servers get fixed. Alright, I believe we're inside of VFE 10, which is, yep, 110 knots on the 172, so we'll go ahead and drop first notch flaps. And that should bring us comfortably inside of our flap arc, which did, so we'll add another notch. And on the 172, it's anything below 85 knots. My airplane. Do a little bit of hand flying. There's the field.
HR November 8, Hotel Romeo wind 165 at tree. Clear touch and go right traffic runway 16.
Clear touch, go right traffic runway 16.
Touch and go runway 16.
Touch and go.
HR November 8, Hotel Romeo.
Priceless. I'm sorry. Who pulled you out?
Renton ground November 604 tree Mike, ready to taxi departure to the north with Charlie.
November 604 tree Mike taxi 2 and hold
What is
short
going
runway
on?
16 via taxiway Alpha Alpha 2 Alpha Alpha 1.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 16 via taxi.
Is that bound to my autopilot?
Alpha 2 Alpha Alpha 1.
No.
Mike.
My flight director. My flight director switch kills everything. Why would I ever want a button that does that? That's so funny. I mean, I guess it's technically my fault. But
Renton ground November 5 2056 with Charlie request taxi to the active west departure. Renton Tower November 42 Charlie Tango 300 feet to land.
November 52056 taxi 2 and hold
I
short
do like the
runway
buffeting.
24 using taxiway Alpha Alpha 4 Alpha Alpha 7. Contact tower on 121.6 when ready. November 422 Charlie Tango Renton Tower. Altimeter 29.90 fly left downwind runway tree 4.
Renton ground
Wait.
November 185
But-
Delta Sierra with
but-
Charlie request taxi for takeoff
But
departure
I'm heading into runway 16. Why do you have someone else going on 34? I don't.
November 185
I don't-
Delta Sierra taxi 2 and hold short of runway tree 4 using taxiway Alpha Alpha
I don't
4
understand.
Alpha Alpha 7. Contact tower on 121.6 when ready. 6 Juliet Alpha hold position caution the on the taxiway.
But what, guys, come on. I'm running this completely default, only a Sobo provided aircraft. Can we really skip the caution the on the taxiway?
November 604 tree Mike hold short runway 16.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway tree for using taxiway Alpha Alpha 4 Alpha Alpha 75 Delta Sierra.
Alright, we'll be ready on the rudder pedals, ready on the flaps. One touch and go, left traffic.
Taxiing hold short runway tree for via taxiway Alpha Alpha 4 Alpha Alpha 7.
This texture, ground textures need some work. We got floating trees like we're in the Everglades of Florida. Oh, a little bit hard. A little bit premature on the chop.
2 Charlie Tango, please acknowledge.
What?
November 604 Tree Mike, line up and wait.
Line up and wait for Tree Mike.
Let's grab a full
Rental
stop.
Tower 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo 100 feet to land.
Renton Airport information.
Make left traffic runway tree for 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo.
So they switched it. So how do I do left traffic? How do you do left traffic on 3-4?
6 hold short runway tree 4. Traffic is on the runway. November 52056 altimeter 29.89er west departure.
What is that?
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4.
Do you guys hear that? That's in the sim.
8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo wind calm cleared to land runway tree 4.
Clear for takeoff runway tree 4056.
For tree Mike, you are not cleared to take off. Cleared to land runway tree 8 HR November 8 Hotel Romeo.
It's like the baked in traffic's not following instruction too well either. There's our left traffic. I'm officially left traffic. That's... What is that noise?
Charlie Tango, did you copy?
She sounds so joke. Did you copy? Yeah, G1000's super laggy. Won't be using the G1000 in any instrument approaches. The standby instruments look okay. I mean, they track in real time. If you look at how I'm banking the aircraft to how our attitude indicator is acting.
.056 continue for west departure.
Little flare. Wait for the stall horn.
Tower November 52056 continue for west departure.
Hey, it crashed. Oh, my whole computer crashed. All right, no, it didn't. No, just a sim. Well, anyway, that was Flight Simulator 2024. If you'll excuse me, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish typing up the rest of my negative review here. So that does it for this review. I would say maybe wait on it. Maybe wait on it. What are you still doing here? Leave. It's over.